Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and shalom to all the Arkim that are teaching this word around the globe with faith and truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Caleb from the GMS London Forecasters Camp, back with another lesson to help edify the Lord's elect. As always, I like to start by saying that we are the real Hebrew Israelites, and the real Israelites, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians, West Africans predominantly. However, you will find Israelites that do look like the other nations, because we as a people have been scattered amongst all nations throughout our various captivities. But if your sea line by your forefathers goes back to the man in the Bible that was named Israel, then you too are an Israelite, no matter what you may look like. Because Numbers 1 and verse 18 states that your nationality is determined by the lineage of your forefathers. So I was just reading this article here on BBC News published on the 13th of April, which was just 2 days ago. And it said, the world's first heart implant patient died due to care complication. It says David Southworth was fitted with the heart implant on February 2020. So as you can see, this Edomite here was looking to extend his lifespan by having a heart implant. Let me read this and I'll break it down. So it says, a patient who was the first in the world to be fitted with an advanced heart implant died following complications with his treatment, a coroner concluded. Now, the bottom line of this is that eternal life wasn't promised to the Edomites. Eternal life is part of the birthright that Esau, their forefather, forsook for the red pottage and gave to his brother Jacob. Secondly, on top of that, when it came for him to receive the blessing from Isaac, he also lost the blessing from Isaac. It was given unto Jacob because it was foreordained for Jacob in the first place. It was never meant for Esau, right? But let me read this and I'll get the scriptures and break it down. A patient who was the first in the world to be fitted with an advanced heart implant died following complications with his treatment, a coroner has concluded. Now, he didn't die due to complications from his treatment. He died because the Most High ordained it, because the issues of life and death come forth from the Most High. Let me read this article. David Southworth was fitted with a Medtronic Cobalt device described as a paramedic in your pocket, which could communicate with his consultant via smartphone or tablet. The 75-year-old died in Colchester Hospital on the 24th of October last year. He suffered a blood clot at the brain. Area Coroner Michelle Brown, sitting at the Essex Coroner Court in Chelmsford on Thursday, concluded his death was ultimately the result of a recognised complication of necessary anticoagulant treatment. It's interesting he died from a blood clot because that's one of the side effects that's associated with the serpent's juice. Interesting. Anyway, Mr. Southworth, who received ongoing treatment at Colchester, received the cardiac resynchronization therapy defibrillator in February 2020 in the Essex Cardiothoracic Centre in Basildon. The consultant, Duncan Field, went on to carry out the procedure on several more patients. The device monitors any irregular heartbeats from the patient and responds with small electrical impulses that correct the heart signals. You see, Esau's trying to extend his life, but it ain't going to work. The inquest heard Mr. Southworth was taken to Colchester Accident and Emergency Unit on the 13th of October by his daughter, suffering with a shortness of breath, and was admitted the following day. Miss Brown said he suffered at least 2 fails while in the hospital, although Mr. Southworth said he did not bang his head on either. So let me read that again. Miss Brown said he suffered at least 2 falls, not fails, 2 falls while in the hospital, although Mr. Southworth said he did not bang his head on either occasion. Scans showed pneumothorax and pleural effusion in his chest, an acute subdural hematoma, if I'm saying that correctly, on the lining of his brain. He suffered a peri-arrest on 23rd of October and died the following day. A post-mortem recorded the SDH as the primary cause of death. His falls in hospital, the anticoagulation for his mechanical aortic valve, forgive me, I'm having trouble with these words, his dementia, his congestive heart failure with cardiac resynchronization therapy defibrillator CRT, his ischemic heart disease, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and frailty were all recorded as a secondary cause of death. Well, let me get some precepts here. Bear with me a second. Deuteronomy 32:39 comes to mind. It says, "See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand." So this guy was taken out by the commandment of the Most High. Bear with me, I'm just finding some precepts. This is Psalms 68 verse 20. He that is our God is the God of salvation, and unto God the Lord belong the issues of death. The issues from death, I should say. Let me read that again. Psalm 68 and verse 20. He that is our God is the God of salvation, and unto God the Lord belong the issues from death. So the Most High controls life and death. What do I want to get? Genesis, Esau losing the birthright. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padanaram, the sister to Laban the Syrian. And Isaac was entreated of Yahweh for his wife because she was barren, and Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Forgive me, I've just got to do something. I'll be back in a moment, bear with me.